Welcome back. I am here with the Owyhee Storm, two of the players as well as head coach Chris Hillier. Players, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself on the mic?
I'm Lincoln Closser. I'm an attackman. I'm Tommy Ritchie. I'm a face-off and mid.
Awesome. So we're gonna get right into it. Coach Chris has 12 years of lacrosse coaching experience and 7 years at the high school level. This is his second high school lacrosse program he has helped start. I understand that you guys are 3 years old. Is that correct?
This is our fourth season.
Fourth season. Okay. So, how have you battled diversity? Obviously, starting a lacrosse program, not only starting it, but recruiting. And where are you now compared to 4 years ago?
Yeah. So 4 years ago, it was a brand new program to Owyhee. We actually most of the players at the time actually were never actually played lacrosse. There was only a very small few of us that actually have. My whole goal with this program was to grow culture first. And then, as kids understood the game and as they started to see their friends play and as they started to see the program advance, our hope and our goal was to then recruit from that, which we have done over the last 3 seasons. It's kind of an ebb and flow. Recruiting comes up, comes down, but really, majority of our players today were the same players that we started with 4 seasons ago.
Awesome. So, I understand that you believe that this will be Hawaii's most competitive season to date. What makes it so?
Um, Primarily because when we started, they were all freshmen. And the majority of our team were freshmen. Majority of the team have never played together. Now our fourth season, we actually have the majority of our players have played together those full four now the fourth season, which is really from a lacrosse program and a team perspective. It's we're tight. We're a tight group of people right now, kids now.
Awesome. So, Tommy, what has been the biggest area of growth for this team over the last few seasons as a player?
I think our biggest area of growth as a team these past few seasons has been a lot of our offensive concept and kind of our sets and possessions. It's been getting better every year. We've been possessing more. We've been finding more of those looks that hit and really just clicking together on offense as a team a lot better.
Awesome. And Lincoln, I was just curious, out of this squad you got this year, what makes them stand out than the other four, the other three?
This year, definitely our teamwork. Like we're working so much better as a unit. We're working harder in practice, conditioning, everything we do as a team. So we're gonna come out strong.
As a senior attackman, what do you think your biggest responsibility on the field is going to be this year?
On the field is just going to be keeping that ball moving, keeping everyone focused, and making sure we're all working as a team. Because as soon as we start to fall apart is when it stops working.
Awesome. When the ball's in your stick late in the game, what goes through your mind in that moment?
Shoot.
Shoot. I got you. I got you. And just curious, who is your guys' first game of the season going to be?
Ooh. Emmett. Emmett in the
Emmett.
first game. Yes.
Okay, awesome. And obviously, you guys have built this team over the past couple years, so you must have a level of confidence that is not what you guys used to have. What helped you really overcome and just battle through, the building blocks? Because obviously, lacrosse has become a big sport out in the Treasure Valley now, out in Boise, and starting a lacrosse program, having to really start in the dirt and then build yourself up is very challenging. Coach, what helped you have patience into teaching these kids like fully in and out of the
Mhm.
sport of lacrosse?
I mean, firstly, it's the league. I mean, the league is the supporting feature here. Like playing playing each team. Each team is competitive in their different aspects, which I thought was really a building block for our team. Pushing our players, pushing our team to step out and play additional different teams, different skill sets. But also in the end, it's just um, yeah. I mean, really, it's just working hard. I mean, really just driving these players to get better every single day and not take it as a how do I say this? It's not really a um, it, my brain just shut off. It's more of just like we want to work, we want to build our culture, we want to grow every day. Our motto is get better every single day. And so in the end, though, it's just coming into this league, coming out of California and coming into this league, you know, I was very, very impressed with the level of lacrosse in the Boise area. And my goal in 3 seasons were to be competitive, and we've met that goal, and we will continue to meet that goal in coming into this fourth season.
Awesome. So you talk about getting better every day. I'd like to hear from you, but as well as these players, what has your guys' off season been looking like? How have you guys been meeting as a team? Have you guys been playing other sports in the off season just to keep yourself in check?
We had a pretty good fall ball season where we got to meet a lot of the incoming freshmen and some of the transfers, like Tanner out from California, and got to meet up with them and kind of see what they're all about, where they play best. So it's been a lot of that, just get to know the new guys, see how they can fit into our system, and then welcome into the family, really.
Absolutely. Very nice.
Yeah, for me and a lot of players, we also do like summer leagues. I did men's league for the first time, so that was pretty exciting, pretty new experience. So we got a lot of players who outside are just constantly joining clubs, doing whatever they can.
Um, Gosh, I totally just blanked my question. Oh, so it's Friday. You guys are going to be playing under the lights. It's a home game against one of the rival schools. What are you guys doing from the moment you wake up, the moment you step on the grass? What does your game day look like? And how do you go about it?
I mean, obviously, you got to get through school first, but
Yeah.
after that, you got to make sure you've eaten. You got to make sure you're hydrated. Your body's all ready to go, and you got to come into it. You just got to get it done with that mentality. You just got to do what you have to do, and then everyone else can worry about their own job. If everyone does their job, then we should have no problem getting it done at the end of the day. So just worry about your job, your responsibilities, and how you can help your teammates also do their job and get their stuff done.
So nothing that you do every game day and on game days. There's nothing that you think like, all right, it's game day, like this is how I'm gonna do it today. You know what I mean?
For me, I always like to eat a big fat bag of beef jerky before every game, and
Nice.
so far that's worked out for me just fine. So,
Awesome. You wanna chime in on that one too?
Yeah, for me, just about any moment, teacher's not looking at my computer, I got lacrosse pulled up, highlights, any big hits, allegedly. She doesn't. But
My
yeah, that for me.
my favorite video to watch. I would watch it every single day with my buddy before we'd go and start warm-ups. And it was the a highlight reel of Sergio Perkovic scoring five straight in the fourth against Denver or something like that. Anyways, I think it's a great video. You should definitely give it a watch. But to get back on into some questions, what is it going to take for Owyhee to compete for a top two finish this season?
For this season, we're really just gonna have to focus on our fundamentals, making sure we got everything down. And I think that we're just gonna beat the teams with our teamwork and faster pace. I think that's all.
Absolutely.
and on that fundamentals, I think really what we struggled with last year was possession on offense, and we had our guys running up and down, getting tired, and we were gassing a lot of our people out way too early, and we weren't. We were just kind of like letting it fly a little bit. And I think we need to settle into our offense a little bit more and kind of run through our looks and take the best one before we let it fly. Because honestly, that'll keep everyone nice and fresh, and probably honestly put some more goals on the board than just taking the first shot that's there.
Awesome. Coach, you've obviously helped start multiple programs, but what makes building at Owyhee so special?
Primarily because it was new to the school. You can come into a program, or you can kind of fall into it, but really in the end, it was brand new to the school. It was to help the league grow too as well. It was bringing on another program for the league to actually take on another team to play. So it grew the sport, it grew the game in the area. And really in the end, it was my son, who has, I've coached him since he was third grade, and he was going to go to Hawaii. And so we, kind of like he needed a place to play, and so it was kind of one of those. It worked out, for both of us.
How does experience help close the gap against these other established programs?
Um, I mean, experience from a player. I mean, the more we can recruit the more that we can recruit talent into Hawaii. puts us at a better position to be competitive against these more established programs. The established programs have, they have culture, they have a name, they have the ability to have other players, other athletes coming from other sports, and to play with their friends and to understand that, the hey, I want to go play this because my friend does, or the program has a great culture and a great winning ability to win. So yeah, I mean, I think that's really for us from a Owyhee perspective. Our idea is just to continue to grow that culture.
Awesome. Um, I'm curious to know, like, what are you most proud of out of this group of guys that you've obviously seen and built from their freshman year all the way up until now? Like, what is your biggest, what is what you hold the most pride for
Oh,
them?
for sure, that's easy. Our first two seasons, we were primarily freshmen and sophomores, and barely had a lot of lacrosse experience. We took a lot of losses. And I will tell you that the way that this team rebounded after every loss was amazing. There's a time where that your head can turn and your mentality can turn, your mental can turn, and we never did. Every day these kids came out and they played hard, they practiced hard, they wanted to continue to work, and so that's why, going back to say that why will be competitive this year is because of that. We took losses like champions.
Awesome. Um, for you two, what are you guys like? What excites you the most about the dudes that you surround yourself with on that field? What excites you the most about that group heading into this season?
I just have I have high hopes. We have a great group of guys this year, and we're all clicking. We're all getting we're just all flowing really well, and I think we work really well together. Another aspect of that teamwork that Lincoln was talking about. I just think it's all gonna click this year. I think we're gonna have a wonderful game on both sides of the ball.
Amazing.
Yeah, I pretty much just agree with what he said. I mean, we're all just flowing and getting off each other's energy. When one person messes up, team's right there to back them up. Never any hard feelings. We just get right back and take it on the chin. So I think this team's really going to pull through this year.
Awesome. Well, Tommy, I understand that you're a FOGO or you're a face-off specialist.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what you do. So obviously, face-offs set the tones for possession. What's your mindset every time you step up to the X?
Well, I try not to have too much in my mind. Just get the ball. It's really important because possession is obviously what wins games, and I just think I just got to go through the motion that I practiced a million times in the bedroom. Just get the clamp and get on out of there with the ball. It's really all I'm thinking.
Are you a big laser guy? You like ripping lasers or no?
Not a huge laser guy. I like to get out of there with it, but it's a useful move, I will say.
Okay. Lincoln. So you put up 15 points last season.
Yes,
What did
sir.
that year teach you about your role on the offense?
It taught me that when we need to dodge, I can dodge. Need to not be afraid of the ball. Need to just be ready to go. But also that I need to know when to hold back and when to pass the ball as well. It's a it's a hard thing when you start figuring out what you're doing. But yeah, it's pretty fun.
Personally, how have you worked on your game in the offseason to be more dangerous, both a scorer and a playmaker?
The rebounder, just nonstop.
Rebounder.
It's in the backyard with the rebounder.
There
Go
you
out,
go.
shoot on the net
Just getting
every
reps.
once in a
Okay.
while.
Awesome. Um, well, yeah, I'm really excited to get to know you guys this season. It's been great getting to know you guys. I think Brendan wants to ask a
Yeah, hey
quick
guys,
question.
appreciate it. The closers here for our show tonight, so I really appreciate you making time for us. Tommy, and Lincoln both. It's tough to like get kind of beat up for a while, right? And then you learn how to fight. And I think you're right there with this team and these guys. And I can see that you're anxious and you're ready to get out there and get on it. Some personal goals that you were chosen because with purpose to be here and represent your team. So some goals that you have, maybe if you're goal people for this season, maybe even early in the season, I'd love to hear them, whether it's at the dot or whatever. So
Some goals for myself, really. I think it was around 80% last year. I want to keep that going, just make sure we're getting all the possessions that we can possibly get. And for the team, I want us to slow down a little bit when we are bringing the ball over. I want us to see like what is going on in each of our possessions, so we can really like maximize um, every time we have the ball and score as many points off of it as possible. We need to capitalize on some of our possessions. I think that's what we struggled on last year a little bit.
For the team, I really just want to see this family, this community grow. Really just see it keep going and see what the future has for the next seasons for our freshmen to come. But for me personally, I just want to get better at, trusting my team just as much as I trust myself and really getting the ball around, making sure that everyone's getting their chance. So yeah.
How about for you, coach, as well?
I mean, we came into this like again, like I mentioned, I had a 3-goal season. Or I had a 3-season goal. That means that we would be competitive within 3 seasons. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we finished 4th last year, and we have a high goal of being, competing for the top 2 positions or top 2 positions this year. So my goal is really is to continue to drive our team to work towards that as our team goal. Number 2 would be continue to build our culture. We had a change this year so far. I mean, we just started practice, and this first week we have changed our mindset with this team, and we brought in a couple different coaches. And that was a huge win for us from a team perspective. So my goal is to continue to build that culture and get these players to just understand family, understand hard work. They can do anything hard, and if they have the support of each other.
Awesome, Coach. Well, before we wrap things up here, I love the story of this team. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome what you do. I think it's awesome what you've done so far. Getting them from, being kind of a bottom feeder, right? And then within 3 seasons, right up to the top 4 is just absolutely awesome. Um, I'm just curious, what are some names that we should be looking out for this season?
Oh, I mean, of course, the 2 gentlemen sitting here. We have, Colin Hunter, who is our face or our long pole, LSM long pole. We have an upcoming freshman, Kyson, is going to be just amazing as he works through and as he grows. Um, but in the end, I was going to say just Owyhee, Owyhee
There we
Storm.
go.
That's what you have to look out for.
You guys heard it first. Owyhee Storm. I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to come here and talk to us. And I want to thank all the viewers who tuned in today. That wraps up our first ever Lacrosse Media Day with all of these high school teams. We had about 14 lacrosse teams here today. And thank you all. And we'll see you later.